Good morning, Cedar River Elementary School. Today is Wednesday. It is January 24th. Here are your daily announcements, starting with our school-wide Spirit Wear fundraiser has ended. So if you have not turned in your forms, we are no longer accepting those. Hopefully, our shirts and attire will be back before our midwinter break. Let's see, what else do we have? Next week is school conferences, and school gets out at 12:50. We still have lunch on campus each day. Next Wednesday, our 4th and 5th graders are attending Frozen at the high school. Such an exciting time. I hope that if you get a chance to go see it on the weekend, go celebrate our Frozen play. We're the only school in the state of Washington that has the ability to have that. It's wonderful. So many talented students and staff members put it together. Go see it, go celebrate it, support our drama club. Also, this Friday, no school. It is semester break day, and we are very excited for conferences next week too, as a chance for your families to come in and celebrate with your teacher, how well you're doing, all of the wonderful things that have happened so far this year. So, lots of crazy, exciting things going on in the next 2 weeks. We have some Otter Paws once again for you as we catch up for the missed days, and also because there is no school on Friday.
Hi Otters, We're here with the Otter Paws. I have one to Teddy and Mrs. Branzoy for showing respect and being a leader. One to Indica and Miss Campbell for whole body listening. One to Ingrid and Miss Hayes for being persistent. One to Anita and Mrs. Pantel for following directions. One to Zaina and Mrs. Verta for focused work in math. One to Anya and Mrs. Yont for zero level voice in the lunchroom. One to Sadie and Mrs. Domosley for following the lunchroom 03s. One to Emma and Mrs. Dressler for following directions. One to Ryan and Mrs. March for showing respect at recess. One to Rhea and Mrs. Oliphant for being respectful. One to Logan and Mrs. Oliphant for showing respect. One to Delaney and Mrs. Turian for showing respect and making good decisions in the lunchroom. One to
Armani,
sorry if we're saying that wrong, and Miss Rocco for focusing and staying on a task, and one to Liam and Mrs. Angeline for participating respectfully.
Hi, Otters. I've got one to Victor and Miss Nixich for getting your planner signed. One for Alan and Miss Cal for taking one for the team. One for Ava and Miss Osborne being a great math partner. One for Jack and Miss Thompson for following the lunch rules. One from Naya and Miss Huizenga for good library behavior. Max and Miss Rowe for getting started right away in your writing. One for Braden and Miss Landry for good lines behavior. And Oliver and Miss Johnson for great group work. And one for Logan B. and Miss Molnar for being great at recess. And one for Leonard and Miss Kovich for helping others clean up. Nice work, Otters. See you later.
All right, Otters, and one last exciting thing. On Monday, we have our TK students starting for their very first day on our Cedar River campus. You might see them on your bus. You might see them walking in the hall. You might see them with Mrs. Wood, our new TK teacher. And they are brand new to Cedar River, so I know that you're going to do your best to show them what those O3s are and how to be an Otter. As always, it's a great day to be an Otter. You can turn to your teacher for a Pledge of Allegiance after you see what's going on around the school with our 5th graders and our colonial celebration. We'll see you here on Monday.